What's up, besties? I hope you're having an outstanding day. So in this video, I just wanted to show you how I made this corset. I know I look awkward in this video. I know this my neighbor is staring, and I also didn't lace it up properly. I will later in this video, but yeah, corsets are quite difficult, and this isn't like a very waist reduction thing. It's more like just artistic thing I wanted to have. So yeah, and this is my first time. I was just experimenting. Alright, so I'm going to use this corset as a reference. As you can see, I'm wearing it over a t-shirt, and this is one of the things I want to change. I want it to go a little higher because it's like, yeah, very not proper. I mean, I still like this one. I just wanted to use it as like a base and just alter whatever I need and want. And yeah, I wanted to go higher so that my boobs don't pop out on accident. I also wanted to maybe go lower. Maybe I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that's fine actually. And also, I think I'm going to get rid of the middle part where like it's these things because they sometimes come undone like on accident. And if it's one at the top, it's easy to get it back on. But if it's this one, for example, you know, this isn't perfect. I think I can make it better. So yeah, let's make it better. Alright, so I've got a t-shirt I don't like on, and my hair is up, so it doesn't get in the way. And I've got some trash bags and some tape, and this is going to be silly. If it works, I'm legit like writing a CV and attaching this video and sending that to 5-minute crafts because it's going to be so absurd. If it doesn't work, I think I can actually also do this. Their crafts don't work either, but yeah, I got the trash bag. And I've seen people using like the folder wrap for similar purposes, but I think this is going to be more effective. And I'm just going to cut off the bottom parts. I think entirely. I don't think I'm going to do anything. Because this thing is folded in a complicated way. It's not. Yeah. Okay, I also got myself some paper clips. Now very carefully. And yeah, I am putting myself in the trash bag. It's more like a tube at this point. Yeah, I think this is going to be better than just the wood foil, simply because that one is stretchy. I'm trying to minimize the chances of cutting through my clothes. Yeah, I'm trashed now. Yeah, I think I could tie those pieces, like these were supposed to be kind of sparkly. The trash bag. Now there's going to be my straps. That's very fashionable. Now I just want to wrap myself with the tape to get my precise body. Right, and now that it hopefully stays in place, I can draw it. I only need to do half of it because the other half is going to be identical. Yeah, I think I will just cut this completely because it is reading hard. Alright, so if it's stupid but works, is it really stupid? Yeah, I did not draw that back on me at all. Okay, now we have to cut this up. But first I need to fix the back because it's very uneven. Which, I mean, was to be expected, but I think that's the center line and that's the seam line? Question mark? Hopefully. Because yeah, losing center by this much would be kind of bad. Yeah, I've seen people using this technique to make mannequins, not to get out actual clothing, but I feel like it can work, so we're going to try to make it to work. Maybe this was actually the real center line. See, having someone with me would be very helpful, but also I don't want to embarrass myself like that in front of real people. I don't like how it came out shorter on the bottom. Because this one was fine on the bottom. So yeah, let's maybe add a little more. I think I'm going to actually tape the edge to be neat before it falls apart. Shit! Was it recording like that the whole time? I do want to add a little bit here though. I don't know, I will just find these lines again. I think I will just follow this shape that's like this up. I'm not going to alter it in any way. Or like, okay. Now what I'm going to do is, I need all the like cutout parts to be nice and even, so I'm going to cut this like into the pieces following these shapes, and also do the tape edges here, just so it doesn't fall apart. And yeah, I'm going to switch to a different. Alright, so here are the pieces. As you can see, I numbered them so I know which one is which and where is the top and where is the bottom. Okay, so then I started doing the actual sewing, and I started out from cutting out the lining because I figured that's like the cheaper fabric. So yeah, I bought more than needed of both of them, but you know, I don't want to waste the main one because look how nice it is. I can still use it for something. But yeah, I outlined my pieces twice. One time like mirrored, just flip it over with soap, because it's light and because it washes out very easily because it's soap. And I left some allowance in between, obviously, but like I didn't do it very mathematically. I just kept in mind that I need more than like cutting right on the line. And I sewed the pieces one by one, like side to side, not touching the top or the bottom. And I'm glad I did the lining first because I realized I don't need the last panel. It would be too big with the last panel, but now it's perfect. So yeah, I knew the back isn't. And then I did the actual version out of their nice fabric, and I was so proud the whole time because it looked very cool. I like how this fabric looks. Alright, so now it's time to press these seams. All of them I'm going to do is just press open. Especially on this layer, because the other one is pretty straight, just because the fabric is thicker, but this one is not even close to straight. I'm just going to open them up with my fingers and try not to burn myself when pressing them flat. No, it melted! Okay, so I'm not pressing them flat, apparently. Then when I had these two identical pieces, I put them right sides together and sewed the top and the sides, and cut down on some of that extra allowance because I just left a lot to finish safe. It would get in the way, so I cut it off. Alright, so I think we must talk about boning. I've got this type of boning. It's not like the best. I've seen people using like this spiral metal ones. But this is what I got for the first time. It has to be enough because I don't think these corsets I have here, like the pre-bought ones, have anything else in them. And yeah, they're here for the reference. When I was in the store buying it, I asked the lady for like the ends, and she said she doesn't have them, but she's also a seamstress and she doesn't use them. She just burns them with the lighter, so that should be okay. And yeah, and for the edges here, like the ones on the meeting points, I have the other corset for the reference. I think I'm going to show it on the lighter one, but the black one is just the same. I think there is like a one thread that goes through those layers right where the seam is, and one next to it. So like, so that there isn't two lines around where there is a line already, right? And in both cases there is like a casing on the back, but I don't think I'm going to use a casing on the back. I think I'm just going to like keep it in between the layers. Interestingly enough, I thrifted both of these like separately on separate occasions. They're made out of the same fabric, like they don't look the same. This one has like ruffles and it's a bit bigger. But this is the same pattern, it's just in different colors, so that's interesting. Mine's different, mine's a bit less sophisticated. These flowers are, yeah. That's what I could get, and it's similar in like in sensation touch, it's just a different pattern. Alright, so I have been sewing this. As you can see, there's these lines. I hope the boning comes in fine because I've struggled a bit trying. I sewn this piece too, but I haven't finished them all yet because I remembered there's this thing, this panel. It's like an additional thing that's here. You can see to just cover the hole in between where it's laced up, right? Because so that when it's not like perfectly laced up together, like closed, you can't see what's underneath. You can see more of the fabric, right? So we're going to make that. It's sewn in right here to the like last little panel thingy, and it has this shape. So yeah, I'm just going to recreate this with my fabric, except this one has to be shorter, I think, because mine is, you can see it's shorter. So it has to be, this is our maximum height, right? And it's going to be like maybe this big question mark. No, it has to be smaller. Maybe like so. It doesn't have to be as huge, I think. I'm not going to leave a huge gap. Maybe okay, this big. And I'm going to round up these corners like so. Make sure I can cover that entirely. Okay, so this is going to be my panel. I don't think there is a lot of lodging going on. Maybe I round this out even more. I don't think there is much logic involved. I'm just going to cut this out as my stencil. Alright, so like this is not perfect, like the edge is not perfect, but it's as good as it's going to be probably. So what I'm going to do, as you can see, on the corset I'm using the more shiny part as like the outer one, not the outer one, like so, so now, to make sure that the shiny part is going to be out, it has to be like this, right? But when I'm sewing, I'm actually going to do it like that. Wait, no, like that. So I'm going to sew over the stitch here. Maybe not as much here, but you get the point. It's going to be like half a centimeter away, and it's going to fold like that, just lower. So that's the plan. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not sure if I can show you very well. Alright, so now what I want to do is I'm just going to grab a lighter and yeah, that does work. Just shove it in there. Scissors. Make it just a little bit shorter than needed. Because I'm going to sew it as well here, so I'd say this much. On the other end. And now just repeat for every other hole as well. Alright, so I decided I'm going to decorate it with like little resin ornaments. I bought these two molds specifically for that purpose, but they're smaller than I expected, so I'm also going to use some other ones. I was thinking of one of those maybe, or one of these crystals. I tend to mix more resin than I need, so I'm just probably going to add some more I have laying aside. Like, I will still use them, they're just disappointingly small. And I've got a syringe to make application easier. I've got some, yeah, you want it to be like black, but maybe also glow in the dark and maybe also sparkle. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm going to do more than one batch anyway, because again, these are tiny. And yeah, also I have gloves here. I'm going to put them on in a second. I'm just going to cut this out first, because I hate gloves, so yeah. If you're doing resin, remember to wear those. And yeah, this stuff is very toxic, so be careful. Alright, so I've got 30 grams of the resin. And now I need half of that. Wait, 31, alright. Of the hardener, so 15. Alright, it's going to be 31 to 60, I don't care. If it doesn't harden, it doesn't harden. I'm not good at pouring up to every single gram. So let's just mix this up. Yeah, I made a lot. That's more than I needed. I'm going to add some glitter like directly into it, I think. That's so cool. I love this like white glitter that like shines in different colors. It's my favorite. And I think I'm going to add a bit of pink directly as well. I have this pink in this copy bag because my sister ruined the actual packaging, so I just want to get rid of it, to be honest. These are nail glitters, but they work just fine for resin. Now I think I'm going to add a little bit of that glow in the dark pigment in here. This one maybe. I don't remember which color I switched, and frankly I don't care. Maybe the blue? Okay, the blue. Blue is also visibly blue before being applied. Alright, that's a ton of blue. I didn't intend to look at that much. Okay. This is very blue. Apparently I don't want this to be blue, so maybe I'll add a bit of pink, which is one drop. Do I have? Oh, I have purple, okay. I don't need to mix colors to get purple. Upside down. Okay. Stop. Okay, maybe a bit the stars. Just a bit. So many stars. I have a lot of time because this is a very slow curing resin. Wait, I don't think the glitter can get into the syringe now that I'm thinking about it, like the stars. Okay, maybe let's try it first. Okay, so the syringe is clogging, and I think I do need more glue. Can I mix those? Or is any other one also glowing blue? Wait. I'm using the lamp next to me to like give them the light. Okay, this one is also blue. It's just white as well. Maybe I'll add a bit more of this one. I mean, it doesn't glow white. It just looks white when it's not glowing white. Alright, this is how it looks. I only now noticed that I was doing it off camera. Great. And for this one, I had this idea that it's like black hollow, right? You see me? And I'm just going to grab it from here. Okay. Just going to dab it where I want it, just like in the middle here. Alright, it's not perfect, but maybe it will look cool. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know if this is going to dry matte or not matte too, because these gemstones, for example, will dry matte, like they're not smooth, so hollow doesn't work very well with them, neither with those. We'll see. Actually, I try to pour it out of this, I think. Let's pick some of these stars as well. Okay, this one does need a syringe, I think. I am terrible at using a syringe for this. Stop spitting everywhere, Jesus. Okay, we've got the butterflies. I'm going to do the gemstones as well. Yeah, again, I'm not using a syringe for this. I'll try to get the stars in. It's actually coming out quicker without the syringe, like cleaner as well. Okay, let's do those. Yeah, this is a mess. At least it's a sparkly mess. Yeah, I think I'm done for this for. Oh my god, where did all the resin go from this one? Alright, this should all be dry by now, so let's start popping them out. Okay, maybe the butterflies. Yeah, they're matte. Like, color-wise, they're nice. I really hope they would be like shiny, but they're not. They're way shinier on this side. It's just that the hollow glitter didn't really do much. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. I was scared. It's actually a bit more glossy. Yeah, it's kind of glossy. so that's the first batch. I'm going to make more. Alright, the second batch is out. It came out like substantially darker, as you can see. One thing I'm sure is that it's way better to, if I'm going to brush something on for like color in one place, to use mica like I did in the second batch than like fine glitter, because it doesn't catch the shape that well. I don't mind that they're not identical. I think I'm going to do at least one more batch, because I don't need that many butterflies or like beads or like these crystals. If I'm going to use these crystals, I'm only going to use like one or two. But I do need a lot of these little ornaments, because my plan was that they're going to be like the main thing. And yeah, I thought they're going to be bigger, but if they're so small, I'm just going to line them up more. And yeah, I think it's going to be nice if they're small colors. Yeah, it's all nice and sparkly and like a little color changing because of the glitter, but still small. Alright, so this project has been taking a lot of time because I was waiting for kids to install eyelets that I ordered to come, and it came. It's here. It's the hammer was not a part of it. But I first need to sketch out where I want the eyelets. So yeah, tiny hole. I think I'm actually going to pull out the bony for now so that I can fold it properly, because that's going to be easier, I think. Make a little tip, the tiniest little cat. Push it through. Alright, that looks nice. Back, put it on, find the hole. I don't need this stick, it's like leather, I think, but I tried it on leather and like barely works. Oh. Alright, so we put ourselves first well done highlights. Cool. Let's just do that. What was it, like 15 more times? And then I finally sewed the bottom shut. To be honest, I kind of gave up on it looking nice from the back, because my stitches weren't like, even because I cared about the front looking good more, and I poked some holes to put in the boning because it was a mess inside, and like I just folded it to the back and decided I'm going to cover it up by adding some ribbon, because I plan to add the ribbon a little ruffle. I decided that I'm going to use the ruffle to hide it on the back side, but yeah, not much tricking going on here. Then for the ruffle, I first sewed two ribbons together to make one thicker one. One ribbon was black and one was purple. And then once I had the thicker ribbon, I used the ruffle method. I used my choker before. I showed it. You basically just take a spot and you sew a bit, and then you take the ribbon from that spot and fold it under up to your needle, and then you sew that little piece, and then you just repeat. If you want to recreate this on something like this effect, you will need 3 times as much ribbon at least. I had a bit more because I wanted to feel safe. At least 3 times more of the ribbon. than the thing that you're going to add the ruffle to, and I did that from both sides, leaving the middle unruffled a little bit because I wanted it to be symmetrical, so it needed to go in the same directions from both sides. Alright, the quality of the video is not going to be good because my camera doesn't pick up black very well, but yeah, I just want to try to arrange the pieces into something interesting onto here. So yeah, I'm going to time-lapse here my attempt, I guess. Alright, and now it's time for a lot of hand sewing. I'm going to use this like purple and black thread. And yeah, I've got more things than needed, so this is going to be a ring, so I'm just making some accessories. These are also going to be like necklaces. And this is going to be like another necklace, so to match the whole thing. And I'm just going to, I think, move the pieces onto notebooks in order so I know where they go. And I think I'm going to start from the big butterfly in the middle, but yeah, let's switch cameras. And at last, lacing. To be honest, I didn't really know what I was doing at the beginning because I watched like a tutorial and I noticed that I probably should have added more eyelets. Because as you can see, you need to leave yourself these two loops. Like generally you lace it like you would a shoe, but you need to leave those two loops that you're going to use to pull. And they should technically be somewhere in the middle, but I just couldn't do it mathematically with the amount of eyelets I've put in, so they ended up being lower, because I figured, you know, if I want to squish something more, I want to squish the squishy parts more and not the ribcage, so yeah. Maybe that's for the better, I guess, but now, putting it on is a bit awkward because there isn't the opening at the front, so I can't just like close it on myself and start moving. I need to open it as much as possible, like you know, loosen it up so that like little side strings are getting lost because you know it's hard. So it's just like a tube, and like I need to dive into this tube, just like put it on myself. And rely very much on gravity to like pull it down on me because, you know, with regular tube shirts you can like wiggle your way around into them a lot because they're stretchy, but this isn't, and it won't come and it won't go through my hips, so I can't really help myself with my hands because they're stuck and my head is also covered, so it's like, you know, it's a bit awkward, but it does get on me, and then I just find the loops I'm supposed to pull and I pull them, and then once I feel like I can't pull any more, I take each of them individually and pull on one side and then on the other side just to make sure that I didn't just pull the top and also the bottom. And so it gives me a little more of the pull because I'm not trying to like use an excessive amount of force. I'm just searching for how much without much force, and then I just tie it at the back. I usually tie my corsets at the front because it's easier, but here I have all of these ornaments at the front, and you know, it just makes more sense to tie it at the back. And yeah, I've showed it to you with the shirt on. Obviously, I don't want to like flash you, but you know, originally I was thinking more about wearing it without a shirt on, so just like on this clip, like this one I took outside. but like looking in those, it does look better with the shirt. I think it looks more polished. It looks more like fantasy, not like just like a costume. It will always look like a costume because it's not like something that you wear, because it's not something that people wear like everywhere on the streets. But you know, speaking as like a person who does often wear weird things outside on the streets, yeah, I would say this plus the shirt makes the outfit very top heavy, and I wore it with a long skirt because that was the one that I felt like matched the vibes the best. But I think it's getting a bit too much. It's getting a bit too medieval maybe. So I'm going to try to get my hands on some mini skirts that does that as well. I have a plaited skirt, but that's not it. I just want something furry looking, I guess. Yeah, I don't have it right now, but I'm thinking up an outfit for the future when I do have it. Because currently it's a bit much even for me, like for a daily wear. Yeah, here are the results. I hope you enjoyed the process. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you just got a new idea. Maybe or it was entertaining in some way. Or I don't know. I really hope you had some value out of this. For me, it was just like a fun little art project, I guess. But if you have any more ideas or advice or suggestions for things I could do in the future with this thing, I would love it if you left them in the comment section down below. And for now, just stay safe, dress properly for the weather outside, because it was really cold when I was trying to record that clip. Maybe that's why I got this shirt for my neighbor. I wouldn't be staring at someone showing this much shoulder in the summer, but it's quite cold outside already. Yeah. Stay healthy, and peace.